Okay, here we are at part 4, the last and final part of this process. We've turned this lovely little piece of leather from originally it was a purse into a notebook. If you have missed any of the process, check my channel. They're all on there. I may link them below also. So in this process we're going to finish the cover and we're going to stitch the pages into the book. And so I'm going to insert those clips here. now I am going to show you in more detail the inside of the book. Okay, so you could see in the video, probably if you watch the whole thing, you could see I started on the cover, I got stumped on a lot of it, and so I just paused. I set it to the side. Then I worked on the pages of the book, so it isn't completely consecutive because sometimes when I'm just not feeling something, I have to set it aside and come back to it so that I don't make something that I'm gonna hate later. If I try to force it, it turns out being something that I absolutely don't like. I've learned that about myself. So we layered up fabrics and some lace and some canvas here and stitched it all on. A vintage, this is a shell button. You can see all the age and dirt and everything on it from being used throughout the years. This part right here was an afterthought. After I sewed all of this on, I was like, it's blank, it needs something, it needs a title, it needs a phrase or something. And so you could see I went through my stamps and was having a hard time figuring out what I wanted it to be. And I came up with this. It says Marvelously Ordinary, and I think that that is just perfect for this book. It was an ordinary purse, and now, in my opinion, it's a marvelous little journal. Just remember to look at everything around you and appreciate it. There we go. Be appreciative of even the ordinary things in life. Okay, so down here in the bottom, I really wanted to put something here. I debated with that button cluster and changed my mind because it was just too many large objects on the page. So I just opted for this little piece of lace and fabric, which I just kind of stitched back and forth on, and then I attached this garment, or this pin, safety pin, with a little feather charm. Also another ordinary everyday thing that we could pass by, but it is just as great and marvelous as everything else that we experience in life. Okay, and this is not changed. Of course, you can see the stitching through the book, and I will just flip through. A lot of this, I wanted you to see me doing the decorating, but like I said, I forgot to turn the camera back on after I had to go get something. So I just did a collage here with some papers. This was that book cover, some cardstock, and this flips out so for extra journaling space and places to put pictures and such. This picture here, I really liked the image, but when I split it and folded it, it didn't make sense anymore, so I just covered up the images of the people. It's all trial and error. It doesn't come out perfect all the time. Like ever, actually. I'm not trying to say that I'm perfect, so I most certainly am not. Oh, and I did decide to put the button cluster here. It was last minute, and I just liked it there, so I glued it on. Oh, this is just a free floating tag. I'm gonna get a paper clip and clip that on. Did some stamping here just with some text stamp for background tag here. This pocket. Collage and lots of sewing. I may trim some of the strings. Maybe not. I'll just let whoever gets this journal decide what they want to do with that. Tag here, stamping. This page is a fold out. After I stitched the book together, it did stick out a little bit, so I did just move the fold over. So there is a bit of a crease right there, but that could easily be just ignored or covered with washi tape or something of that nature. And this flips out. This is just a collage that I've put together and sewn on there. Fabric tabs, sorry, little fabric pockets, fabric, and some just brown packing paper stitched to the edge here. You could use that as a tuck spot. Stamping. You saw me sew in the stitches. I do just want to point out, leather is a difficult thing. It's not perfectly straight, but that also does not bother me. I hope my lighting is okay. It seems really dark to me on the camera. In real life it doesn't, but you did see I had to punch the holes sometimes more than once, because with leather, sometimes if you just poke a small hole, it wants to close back up, and so you got to get your needle in there pretty quickly, or punch a bigger hole. I did, and also I was going through 2 pieces of leather. So, I mean, they aren't thick leather, they're thin, but at the same time, it's leather. So, this little pocket here, I sewn on to a piece of fabric and then sewed to the page, making it a flip, and put some coffee dyed paper in there. Some more stamping. I love this paper. I don't even remember exactly how I got that coloring, but I love it. It's kind of a green, yellowish green, real grungy. Just a card here that has been sewn a tab on, and some writing paper that's coffee dyed. This is just an index card that I coffee dyed, and when I was trying to decide what I wanted to put on the cover, I was using these, and just figured if I decide not to use it, I will just tuck them in the, if I decide not to use it on the cover, I'll tuck them into the journal, if that makes sense. Another one of those tags, stamping, more of that text stamp just all over, fabric flip with some lace, another one of those index cards, and some more stamping. And there is the journal. Now, because during this process I have reached over 500 subscribers, I have decided that this journal is going to go to one of you lucky viewers who have watched this process. So I'm going to do a giveaway, and this will be the prize. All you have to do is be a subscriber. Of course, watch to the end of this video to know that it is a giveaway, and leave a comment below letting me know what you thought of the process, what you think of possibly future videos like this, and also let me know that you want to be entered into the drawing. Alright guys, thank you. I have appreciated this. I have enjoyed this process. It's been fun. It's been a learning experience. It's just something new that I wanted to try. So thanks for everything. Thanks for all of your support. Thank you everyone who has commented and watched the videos. Bye guys.